On that walk, I was led to a church. I just got that just now. I mean, it was 10 years ago, 12 years ago. But yeah, that's funny. I'll never walk alone. That's right. And I think it's a Course in Miracles that says, I don't know who says it, maybe I made it up, but I say it to myself. If you knew who walked beside you and with you, you would never worry, you would never feel alone, you'd never feel doubt, because we are absolutely surrounded by love and the energy of a spiritual community. So, what was I going to talk about today? Oh yeah, hope versus belief versus knowing. Okay, so I did the definition thing. Here's hope. It's too many words, isn't it, Ben? Yeah, okay. So, anywho, hope, a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen, or to want something to happen, or be the case. Believe in acceptance that a statement is true, or that something exists, or the second is trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. To know is to be aware of through observation, inquiry, or information. And I love the synonyms. Be aware, realize, be conscious. This is what I want to talk about. We've talked about this before, but this is going to be in a new context. So, for those of you that have heard it before, it'll be a new layer of knowing. I affirm that for you. So, we all have a belief system, a circle. So I have a circle and you have a circle, and inside our circle are those things that we believe. That's what we believe. So, I believe that I live in Kimberly. So inside my belief system is that I live in Kimberly. So everything I believe in the circle. Now, there's another circle that surrounds that circle, and that circle is called the adjacent possible. And that circle represents those things that you do not believe, but that are close enough to what you believe that you could get there. Okay? So you could relax into those things. You could become aware of those things and expand to include what is in the adjacent possible circle. The next circle is not adjacent, not possible. So that circle, the things in that circle are too far outside of your belief system for you to get there. You just can't get there from where you are. Now, the beautiful thing, and this is the thing I love to point out, is that in your belief system, you can relax into the adjacent possible, and so then what happens? The belief system becomes it begins to encompass the adjacent possible. So now what was in your not adjacent not possible is now in your adjacent possible. Yes, possible. That's right. Okay. So we've talked about this in the broader sense. Okay. And now I want to bring this down to a moment by moment thing. We all have, in every single moment, our belief system changes. In every single moment. So in a moment where, let's say, I got into a car accident, and in that moment, my thoughts went like this: I can't believe that happened to me. I was following the law, and that person wasn't. I just can't believe that happened to me. In that moment, I am angry, upset. I am a victim. I am feeling like a victim to the world around me. So in that moment, I can't get from feeling like a victim, which is in my belief system in that moment, to I am one with God and one with everything around me, and I am one with all that happens and all that is. Do you feel that? So that is in my not adjacent, not possible. In that moment. It does, and I just told you I had an amazing experience of meditation just this morning. And in that experience of meditation, I felt my oneness. I was being held by God. I was touching God. I was in God. God in me, I in God. And then I went and got in my car and got in a car accident. And so, do you see how my belief system changed from one moment to the next moment? So do you understand that in any moment, we can have a belief system that changes? Okay, so one of my favorite teachers is Abraham, Esther Hicks. And on your bulletin, on the back of your bulletin, are both of these diagrams. You can look at them. And there's also a place for notes. And it mentions Abraham, and it also mentions the book Ask and It Is Given by Jerry and Esther Hicks. So, I think that Abraham is one of the best teachers for moment to moment getting to the next place. So if I am in a place, in a moment of grief and despair, joy, freedom, excitement is in my not adjacent, not possible. Do you see that? Most of our trouble comes from we get into a moment and we're having a bad moment, right? We're having a bad moment. And what happens is we try to overreach, right? Because we've been passionate before, we've been excited before, we've been joyous, but we know we can do it, right? We've been there. Okay, so now we're mad, now we're upset, now we're in grief, and now, okay, I gotta get there. I know I can get there, I gotta get there. But it's in my not adjacent, not possible. I cannot get there from where I am. So what do we do? What do we do? Yes, we reach up. So despair, disempowerment. I had someone come in and speak to me, and this person was listening to me on a Sunday, and I don't know what I was talking about. Same thing I always talk about. But I was talking about something, and then the person asked to meet with me afterward, and we had a meet, and this person said to me, you know, you were talking about this oneness, and you were talking about this happiness or gratitude. I think it was about the moment of gratitude, and this person said, you know, I'm just trying to get to hope for gratitude. I'm just hoping that I can hope for gratitude. Do you feel that? And so that reminded me of another person that came in, and she came in and she said, I'm really sorry I haven't been here. And I said, it's okay. But, you know, it's amazing how people want to tell me that they're sorry they haven't been. And I just have to say that I get it. Like, I'm here, but before I was in this role, I too didn't always come. So, in any case, this person came into me and she said, I'm sorry I haven't been here. And I said, it's okay. She said, you know, really, I just couldn't be around happy people for a while. And I thought, yeah, that is what we are here. That is what we're doing here. So there is a vibration to everything that's happening. And the vibration of upset and despair can't get to joy or gratitude, but it can reach up incrementally. The person that didn't want to be around the joy, it's too uncomfortable. Their vibration isn't at joy, where they are, because she was explaining to me that she's in a difficult moment. And this is what I like to tell people. Listen, I feel like we all get to have times where we feel like a victim. I think that to not acknowledge the fact that happens, that life happens, and we do feel like a victim, we do feel like things are happening to us, we are upset about those things. I feel like it would be negative denial to deny those things. So they are there and they exist. And what I recommend to people is that you set a timer. And that timer can be minutes, it can be hours, it can be days, it can be months, it can be years, but you set the timer on that. Because here's the thing, you have dominion over that. You get to say, listen, I'm a victim, but you don't get to run the show. I run the show. So yes, I'm going to be there, but I'm going to be there for this much time. And then you've made that decision, right? And so anyway, that's separate and apart. But so set a timer. And this gal said to me, you know, she was having this really hard time, and she really just wanted to have this hard time. That's kind of the gist of what she was saying. It's like, I'm feeling like this, and I kind of want to feel bad. We were talking about this yesterday. But when I want to feel bad, when I want to cry, what I do is listen to Cat Stevens' song, Father, Son. You know the song? Yeah, I know. Oh. So, but you know those times where you just want to feel bad? You're like, I just want to cry. I just want to feel bad. Turn on the country music station. And so there is that, I don't know. So there is that in us that wants that. So she was talking about it, and she just wanted to be in that space. And it felt too uncomfortable to try to jump to joy, to try to walk in here and be around all this joyful people. It was like, it's just too far away from me. I can't get there. But where she could get, right, where you can get from disempowerment, depression, despair, is sadness, anxiety. Look, it says ashamed. I know. It says reach for that. Wow. Now try this. From sadness to anger. Look, it has revenge up there. Did you think that you were going to come here and I was going to tell you to think about revenge? I know, sounds weird. Here's the thing. You reach up so that you get to joy. You don't reach up to stay in that spot. What you're doing is being intentional about getting out of the place that you're in. And in order to do that, to try to jump too far it's self-defeating. And then we just feel bad again because we're trying. I don't know what's wrong. I'm trying. I know how to be there. What happened? I was there yesterday. And then it's just beating ourselves up, right? And so we relax into our adjacent possible. And here's the thing, and I love it. I said it yesterday, but Michael Beckwith says we don't take heaven by storm. We kind of relax into it. We kind of ease into it. And that's what happens. We get open. We become open to what comes next. And we relax, and that adjacent possible, we just find ourselves there. We don't try to start believing those things. We just relax, and we find, oh, there I am. Because one of the things that Abraham teaches, and teaches very well, is that we are vibrational beings, and that our natural state is well-being. Our natural state is well-being. Our natural state is joy. And so, if we can find a way to reach up incrementally just to what comes next, so reach up to anger from sadness. If I can reach up for that, then I can grab it really easily. And from sadness, I can reach up and get to, or anger, I can reach up and get to frustration. I don't know what they said. Yeah, frustration, that's true. And then doubtful, insecure, and then there's the neutral spot. And this, to me, this neutral spot, this open spot, that's the spot where the light just kicks in. The truth of your being just kicks in because you've gotten to a place of such stillness, such openness, such nothingness that the natural you arises. Who you are is one with God. Who you are is one with everyone and everything that you see. That's who you are. Who you are is love. Who you are is joy. Who you are is prosperity. That is who you are. And so, and I love this too. So if you recognize that there are these two parts of us, right? Our eternal part, our part that's connected to God, our higher self, our soul, you can call it your intuition, you can call it whatever you want. Where water doesn't make you wet. So it's just call it what you want to. There's that part, right? And then there is your focus, what you're focusing on, what you choose to focus on. So, and this is the way Abraham puts it, and maybe Abraham does, or maybe I do, but anywho, it's good, so follow me along with this. So, if you are looking at something or someone, and you are upset or angry, that discomfort that you feel is a direct result from the tension between how the source within you is seeing that person or situation, how your soul is seeing that person or situation, and how you're choosing to focus on it. Can you feel that? Because the truth of who you are, that eternal part of you, is not looking at somebody going, you did it, Bedford, who's always, stop it.
You're right, you know.
Bedford did it. So if I'm looking at Bedford and I am angry, that feel bad thing that I feel, it's because I am looking at Bedford in a way that the eternal part of me is not. The eternal part of me is loving Bedford, is knowing my oneness with Bedford. That's what that part is doing. So can you feel that that's where that discomfort is coming from? So any negative emotion, the reason why it feels bad is because the truth of who you are is up there in love and joy and passion and freedom and excitement. And you're feeling something else, and that disparity is uncomfortable. And Abraham teaches this so well, that all your emotions are a guidance system. They're meant to just point to you, like a GPS. Turn right here. Oh, and then if you turn left, it doesn't go, you idiot, I just said turn right and you turned left. It says, oh, recalculating. Turn right now, then make another right. You know what I mean? And that is what your emotions are doing. They're telling you, alerting you that something's off. Something's wrong. The part, your soul is having an experience of joy and oneness, and your personality isn't. And we've got to align the two. So let's take a breath. Let's take a breath.